Hi and welcome to this training guide. What I want to do is take you through the setting up of an Aweber account. As you know, I'm a big fan of Aweber because it's just so powerful and so useful, and I'm going to show you exactly how it works and what you need to do to set it up and to get your first email sent. So if you go to the Samsung Consulting M4S private zone, samsungconsulting.co.uk/M4S, put in your username and password, and click the login. Then you'll go into your normal area. You'll see the welcome page, my ugly mugshot, apologies, and then if you click on resources on the left hand side, you're taken to the page which has the link to Aweber. So you go onto the Aweber link there, click it, and see the wonderful offer you have that you can sign up for $1. There's not a lot of risk here, but there's a huge amount of potential reward, and that's what I want to show you. So select your price plan, select monthly. I would, because then you can test it. The first month's $1. Put in all your normal details, card details, etc., and they'll send you an invoice every single month, so you can print that off to keep your cashier happy, which I know is a very important thing. And then once you've set up that, and I've set up those details, then you can do the next steps, which I'm going to show you. Everything's guaranteed, 30-day money back. If you're not happy, try it, have $1, get your dollar back. So there's not a huge amount of risk here. They've got fantastic support. They have live support, live chat in the afternoons. So there's really nothing for you to risk here. So watch this video and see how easy it is. So once you've done that, you'll be logged in to the screen that I'm going to show you now, which I'm just setting up for first claims. So you'll go in and you'll see that once you've entered those basic details, payment, you'll have a default list set up. Now this list is, let's just call the first one your newsletter list. We won't use the term newsletter again, but for this one we'll say it's your newsletter list. What we need to do is customize that, give it its proper name. So we go to create and manage lists, click on the list that's already been created for you, and then we need to give it a name that works for you. So I'm just going to call it the first claims list. Put in there that it's the newsletter, so it's where I'm going to add everyone that wants to hear from first claims again. You'll see that it comes from and the email address it will come from, so I'm going to put my name and email address in there. And then under notifications, you'll see that whenever anyone signs up to this list, when anyone's added, they will send an email to this name and email address saying, here you go, someone's been added to your list, well done, another person up there. So once you've done all that, you check you're happy with everything on there, click save settings, and then you'll take into the next page, which is asking for more basic information about your company, about your business. So put in your practice name, put in your website URL, website address, and then put in a standard signature, which is just your sign off. On the point of signatures, one thing I noticed is that many solicitors send me emails that don't have a standard signature, and that's a big mistake, big missed opportunity. Always have at least your website address on the signature of every email you send, whether it's a reply or original one, because it's another chance for someone to go back to your website and to see exactly what you can do. So it's vital that you have an email signature included in there. So please make sure that you do. Please make sure you have a signature on every email and that you put that signature in here. Now you can connect with social media, Twitter and Facebook, so that every time you send an email on Aweber, it will post it to your list, and I thoroughly recommend you do that. So you can see I'm connecting here with Twitter. Click in your name and password and click allow, and it goes off and starts having a long laborious think about whether it's going to allow you to connect with Twitter, but by and large it will allow you to do that, and it means that in the future, whenever you post a message to your newsletter list, that will also be tweeted for you, and if you've added your Facebook account, it will also go into your Facebook timeline. So it's a very useful tool, a very useful leverage tool, that allows you to send an email once to your email list, but then also announce that email to Twitter, to your Facebook people. They can click a link and they can read what you've sent, so they'll be able to read that update that you've sent to clients and prospects, telling them about your fantastic legal services. Now, do you think that will give you the chance of some business? Yes, of course it will. So we should be doing it. So the next thing it tells you to do is confirm your initial opt-in message. So when someone gives you their name and email address, the good thing about Aweber is it asks them to double opt-in to confirm that they do want to receive your emails. So double opt-in is the safest form of email marketing. It means that the delivery is more or less guaranteed. People that opt in, have clicked the link, will get the emails from you. So click your pre-approved subject message, response required, I've selected there. Change the first paragraph of the email to say what's actually going to be said, to ask them to click the link below to confirm their email address. So thanks for requesting our information, please click the link below to confirm your email address. Something like that, something short and sweet, because all we want them to do is to click this email address. And I'll take you through the whole process of what will happen later on, how they'll get to this point. So don't worry about that for now. Let's just get this done. Type in there what you want to say to them to convince them to join your email list. Okay, this bit you can't change, that's the link they've got to click in there. And then the success page is where they're going to go once they've clicked this link to say yes, you've confirmed your email address. If you don't change this, they'll automatically be sent to a page that says, hi, thank you for confirming your email address, because it's an American software and that's what they're here. So I advise you to put up a page that just shows people that you've confirmed their email address. So I've got mine on verified, and that's what they see. So I've copied and pasted that in there. You can get your web guy to set up a page that says the same, and then it's personalized. They're still seeing your brand every time they interact with you. And that is vital. So we've saved that, so we put everything we need on this page now. We got opt-in, so they click that email to confirm. Safest method. And then once we've done that, we're just going to click save and take it through to the next page. Save settings. As I said, the support's excellent on here. You could live chat with them when they're on. They'll answer your questions live. They'll go into your account and check your settings, make sure you're doing everything right. I click save settings there, but it actually wants you to, even though you've selected a predefined email, sometimes now it asks you to retype it in here, which is a little bit painful, but just a little blip. So we type that in there, response required, please confirm your request for information, click save now. Tells you it's saved. So we've done each of these three stages that have get us set up. So these are the very basics that we've done, adding your details and connecting with Twitter, etc. We've done the confirmed opt-in email details, which we just did here, and then at the bottom it tells you what you need to do next. So it says at the bottom of every page, right, next we've got to do a welcome email. So let's do that. You click the link, and this is the first email your users will receive. So you need to put a subject line in there, so it could be welcome, it could be hello, it could be thanks for joining us, and you have the chance of sending HTML messages, which are pretty ones that can include pictures, or plain text messages below, which is just the content, just the information. So you can either get someone to design these, write these for you, and then you can just literally copy and paste the code in there, or you can just write them in HTML using the design tab at the bottom. On the right hand side there you'll see this templates. Don't worry about templates for now, let's keep this simple. I'm a big fan of simple, clean emails, which is what you largely get from me. Personalize it, so put dear first name, so whenever anyone has put in their first name surname, we're saying, dear Nick, thank you for signing up for our snippets of legal information, and this is the email they're going to get. So all very nice and straightforward, all very simple, and look how quick this is. We're sending our first email. We haven't been doing this for more than what are we at, 9 minutes this has taken, and I'm talking you through it, taking much longer than it actually takes to do. So at the bottom I've put first claims, but that's not a live link. Let's make it a live link. So I've just said to you every link needs to be live, so we click the hyperlink button, which is a picture of the World Wide Web. Do you see what they've done there? Very clever. URL and the link text I'm going to make the same, so I just want it to look like it's a link to the website, and now that will produce a live link straight to the first claims website. So that's done. Now the easy part now, I just highlight all of this and I Control C or right click and copy, whichever you want to do. Control C I find much quicker. and that is now copied, and I now can put that same message into plain text because some people can't receive HTML. So I Control V to paste it. I'll just paste it in there. Click the wrap long lines button, because if you've got copy going to the right there, it won't present properly. So click wrap long lines. That's it. Your message is done. This track clicks is very clever because it means that if you had put in here, for instance, in a later email, download our free conveyancing guide if you're thinking of moving home in the next month, you could then prepare a new email later saying, okay, if you request that guide, let's send that guide to everyone that clicked the link for requesting a conveyancing guide, so you know they're thinking about moving home. We're not doing that here. Let's save this message, and that's it. Bang, your first follow-up message, your automatic message is created. So as soon as someone signs up to your newsletter list, they're going to get the email saying confirm your email address. They'll click that link, and the next thing in their e-box, they'll have that welcome email. It's that simple. You're up and running. Next, at the bottom, it says create a web form. Now you're thinking, this will allow you to put a form on your website so that staff can enter clients' names and email addresses and get them onto your newsletter list, or you can actually have it on the website as well for clients to go on and say, right, I want to be added to your newsletter list. Yes, please send me your legal information. Click the create web form button. I'm going to make this really simple, so I'm going to delete the header, get rid of that. Name, I want the name, first name and second name, so you click that box and it comes up. You click OK, save. So you've got first name, surname, email. Never use the submit word that they always put on there. Submit is the worst thing you can do. So put on there send, or please sign me up, or yes please, something much more friendly, and that will improve your click-through rate. Delete the Aweber. We don't want to promote them. We don't need a footer. We just want this to be really clean and simple. Save web form. So that's step one. We've saved that. We go to step two. What are we going to call it? Well, let's call it our newsletter form. I don't want you ever calling it a newsletter, but for the sake of what it does, that's what we call it. And then the thank you page. Again, if you don't change this, you'll get the Yankee saying thank you for signing up. So you want to change that. So I'm going to put in here my please verify, which please confirm your email address, and because this is where they first sign up, so you'll see please confirm your email address, check the spam box, make sure you get that email. If they don't click that link in the email, they don't come onto your website, onto your email list. So you just copy and paste your please verify page in there, and save the web form. And the next bit is the even easier bit. You can put the page, if you can do code yourself, you can install the form yourself, and you'll see you get a little bit of Java code, one line of code. Put that on the page any way you want, and that will put in there the box name, email, and send, and that's it. That will be on your website. Now if you're not up that level of skills, then you can just email it to your web designer and say put this on this page or all pages in the right hand column, and it will go on your website, and that is it. That will be on your website. That will be up and running. And let me show you sort of what it will look like. This isn't for this form because I've just created it, as you know, but I did put something on here earlier. If we stop that man talking, he's rather annoying, isn't he? But there's autoplay videos work better than play generally. So that's the form on there. That's not looking particularly glamorous because they've updated their code, and I just haven't changed the forms on there. Perfection kills momentum. So if I have a look at solicitors marketing, and you'll see Samson Consulting will come at the top because I practice what I preach. And look at my free download guide page, and I've got a form on there. I've also got several pop-ups, but I've got a form on there, and that's it. That's what it looks like. So your clients can put their name, first name, surname, email, send, and they're on your newsletter list. How easy is that? How simple is that? Now I can't think of an easier thing to do. So that's it. That's you having set up a web form, having set up a group. You've got your first follow-up message, so if you click on the follow-up, you can see your welcome emails in there, and that will go out to everyone as soon as they join you. And then what I'd recommend you do is program in one email a month to go out automatically. That would be a follow-up message, and you can program in what time it goes. So you could say 28 days after the first email, send this email. The email could be generally about conveyancing, or about any areas of your service, but have general evergreen content, we call it. But then when you want to do a broadcast email, so these will be your monthly newsletter, you click the broadcast tab, add a message, and you do exactly the same as we said before. subject, email, content. So if you wanted to do a promotion in June, make a will before you fly in the summer, before they go on holiday, before you fly, and increase your chances dramatically of being knocked out of your plane, knocked out of the sky. Make sure you protected your family. Come and make a will in June. Special offer, 25% off, or I prefer to add value, so with every will we'll throw in free storage for 3 years, or something extra of value that you will do rather than just adjusting price. So you type in the message there. Again, you put your signature. We're going to copy and paste that into the box, and I'll talk you through the rest of this email while that's being typed. But the important thing is, this is simple. You can be communicating with your clients. You can be getting in touch with your clients automatically every month, and with an extra email that you decide which is very focused on current events or relevant to them. Copy and paste that, wrap the long lines. Let's send this later. The important thing about this is you can program to send this whenever you like. Now, I know that Tuesdays and Thursdays historically are the best days for sending newsletters of any type. So let's put in a Tuesday on here. Put in a date and time, and remember there's a 5-hour difference, so if you want to send it mid-morning it needs to go at 6:30, and we want it to be posted to our Twitter account. That's good. I haven't put Facebook on there yet, and we're going to click save. I've turned off quick stats, so it gives you a quick summary, but it sends it too quickly. You can log in and look at it later. Now that broadcast message is there. Test it. Always test your message. Put in your email address and click send test, so you can check it's done properly, check it's rendered properly, and when you've done, you're ready. Click queue. It tells you it's going to go out on the 5th of April. It's the wrong way around, of course, because it's American. Click yes, and that's it. You're done. That email will be sent next Tuesday. It will go out to everyone on your list. Now imagine if you just put 10 people a month onto this Aweber list, new clients. You'll have over 100 people on there in a year. If you put 100 a month, you'll have over 1,000 a year. And every time you send an email to 1,000 people, do you think it will generate some work for you? Do you think it will generate some business for you? I absolutely am certain that it will do. So this is why I'm always going on about Aweber. It's why I'm always pushing it for you, because I know how powerful this can be for you, how easy it is to use, and that's why I've done this video, because I wanted to show you just how simple it is to set up and running it. You can do this in 10 minutes. Now I'm sure you can spare me 10 minutes. Once you've done that, get the form on a page on your website. Either allow clients to see it or put it on a hidden page that you put your web address /staff, get your web designer to put it on there, and say every time they take on a new client, go on there and put in the email address. Get those people on your database.